Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Priscilla. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about things you need to know before signing your contract for the military, Army, National Guard. I mean, that's what for me specifically. But if you are joining any services, here are 5 things that you should know. Um, because I've heard a lot of my recruiter lied to me stories. And yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking because the Army is an awesome place if you know what you want and you've done your research. So let's go. Number one thing that I would advise anyone to do before joining the military is know that you want to join the military. I waited 3 years before I decided to join, and that's because my mom really forced me to think about my decision. I got an associate degree and I was in a nursing program before I even joined the military, or was going to be in a nursing program before I even joined the military. So she really was like, hey, are you sure you want to do this? You know, she kind of really allowed me to think through the process. She yelled at me and she didn't want me to go. However, I wanted to go and I wanted to experience life in a different way. So yeah, know what you want, know what you're getting yourself into, ask a lot of questions. So that's my number one tip, like know exactly what you want, what you're getting into, because this is a life-altering decision, possibly. You're taking about a year to 2 years, depending on your MOS, and you're investing it in yourself, and you're putting time into the military. They will get their time. My second advice that you should know before you go into a recruiter's office is know what job you want. What do you want to do in the military? There's a lot of different things that you can do. Everything you do in the real world, it can be done in the military. Well, not everything. You can't really be dancing. I've never seen a dancing MOS. But you can do music, you can do photography, you can write for the military, you can do medical, all types of medical things, specifically in the Army, in the Navy, and in the Air Force. Those are the 3 areas where you can do medical. You cannot do medical like in the Marine Corps. I wanted to join the Marines actually, but they didn't have anything medical, and that's all I wanted to do. So I was like, I guess I'm not gonna be a Marine. So yeah, I wanted to do something medical. I knew that I was going to go in that area, and so I decided to join a medical corps. And my first MOS was a combat medic in the National Guard, and that was basically EMS, yeah, emergency. A lot of paramedics are in the National Guard. We have a lot of firefighter paramedics. So know exactly what you want, because as a female, they're gonna give you like paper pusher, like a lab technician, different types of jobs like chemical jobs. Yeah, they're gonna give you all those other MOSs that you might not really be interested in, or really, if you want to be a mechanic, you can do be a mechanic, a truck driver, you can do that. Different things that you can think about in the civilian world, you can do in the military. Just know the job it is and go in ready to tell your recruiter, this is what I want. That's basically what I did. I was like, hey, I want to do this, this, and this. And I knew I was eventually going to cross over, go to the dark side. But I knew that that's what I wanted to do. And no matter what he threw at me, I was like, no, this is what I want. Like, they try to put me in a chemical unit, and I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't know what I would do with that. And yes, it was a lot closer to my house, but I did not. My third tip would be to, if you can, start like in the beginning of the year, try and sign your contract in like January, February. That's where they see a lot of vacancy, because January or like September, depending on the fiscal year of your state, those two months are the months where you're gonna want to try and like find MOSs, and that's where people retire, or those 2 months are like the time to do it. Yeah. And number 4 is make sure if you can get a sign-on bonus, get your sign-on bonus, because I did not know that you can get a sign-on bonus, and that would be payable to you after completion of your basic training and your AIT. Yeah. So especially for jobs like mechanics, like radio people, you can get a sign-on bonus. I did not know that. I knew a whiskey that got a sign-on bonus, and I was pissed at AIT. I was like, people were talking, yeah, I got a $50,000 sign-on bonus. I was like, $50,000? Well, it wasn't 50K to be specific, but it was like a couple of grand, and I was like, okay, what am I doing? Think about that. And my last advice for anyone that wants to join, before stepping into a recruiter's office, really discuss is like plan out your path in advance. Like you're gonna give up a year of your life. Let's be realistic. You have to plan for disasters, plan for craziness. A lot of people like started junior year, and then as they graduated after senior year, they took that summer and they went to basic training at AIT. If that's your path, so you can start college in the fall or start when you get back, that's really smart. I did not think about that. But I was in a different situation and different mindset than a lot of these people. So if that's the area that you want to go in, make sure you make a path, and don't let anyone stop you, because if you don't do it now, you'll definitely regret it. And I'm glad I did it. Sometimes I kicked myself in the butt because I did it. However, anything is possible. And yep, thank you very much for watching. Bye.